If you're new here, welcome to Hope and Firm Foundations, where we have heart-to-heart, Christ-centered conversations about healthy relationships. We are in our work series where we'll be discussing healthy relationships within the workplace, breaking down the types of relationships we engage in the workplace, and examining if they're healthy, because that's what we do here. If you haven't already, please check out our last video where we had conversations about a toxic work environment, what does it look like, and what are the effects of existing within a toxic environment. This week, I wanted it to be so bad about toxic leaders, and I was ready. But after praying, I realized that before I get to that point, because I'm still gonna get there, I wanted to start talking about leadership styles, just to bring some awareness, just so we can discuss the type of leaders that as employees within the workforce that we face, and just maybe you can kind of see where your manager fit. And then eventually we're going to talk about how do we survive these leaders, these leadership styles, to make sure as Christians, as human beings, we're still coming out on top and not allowing these leaders, managers to really just take away from our purpose in the workforce. So to start off, a leader is defined as the person who leads or commands a group, organization, or a country. It's actually fair to say that the definition of leadership will vary depending on where you're from, cultural expectations, and even individual understandings of what a leader is. For the purpose of the video, I'm going to be clear. When I'm referring to a leader, I'm defining a leader as a person who influences a group of people towards achieving a common goal. So we're actually going to be discussing leadership styles. And the first leadership style we're going to discuss is an autocratic or authoritarian leader. Autocratic or authoritarian leader is a person that has complete control over a group. These leaders make decisions without seeking input from anyone who reports to them or anyone at all. These leaders trust in their own judgment. It's their way or the highway. I call these leaders the top-down leaders. Power and control is their thing. They are the smartest in the room. They trust in their own expertise. And they kind of see their employees as people who are there just to make their vision come true without ever really valuing any input that they have to put in. Hierarchy is their thing. So some of the characteristics of this autocratic/authoritarian leader is they often make decisions based on their own ideas, beliefs, thoughts, and do not consult others. Because why? They are the smartest, right? This one really stands out to me. They demand absolute obedience. You know, in workplaces, you are allowed to ask questions. As human beings, I know myself, I'm a very naturally curious person. But working under an autocratic authoritarian leader, I probably wouldn't thrive because you can't question them. What they said is what they said, and you have to move accordingly. The next type of leadership that we're going to be covering is democratic leadership. So this leader actually allows for there to be a mutual exchange of knowledge when making decisions. They often consult their employees or followers, however you want to kind of phrase it. What I find is democratic leaders often do not make decisions without consulting their followers, the employees, because they are all about partnership and moving as a collective. The next one is a laissez-faire, aka I call them the hands-off leader. This leader is the one that puts demands, responsibilities on employees only. And instead of taking control and leading employees to a desired result, these leaders are like, nah, you got it, you can do it. Employees have complete freedom to make their own decision, and the leader only step in when they are consulted. So if you don't go to this leader and say, hey, I need help, you ain't gonna get no help. Characteristics of this leader is they provide little to no guidance. Workers are obviously left to care for problems on their own, which can suck, right? Especially if you're starting a new job or if you have a question about something within the role, it's up to you. You have to trust your own judgment. What sucks about this too is oftentimes you're put into places where you have to make decisions that you're not necessarily comfortable with. It's just your manager kind of leaves you to make those decisions. After reading the list, which leadership style registers with you? Did you know this already? Am I just sharing information you already know? And if I am, wow, you're amazing, because I had to Google all of this. I did not know about the different types of leadership styles. I just wanted to jump into making like a content about toxic leaders because I'm so sick of them. But realistically speaking, I think understanding the different types of leadership style kind of allows you to know how to approach certain conversations with leaders, but also what types of work environments would be beneficial to you and which ones that, you might need to leave because this leader is on a power trip and there's just no way for you to thrive within the organization. Over time, we're going to have more conversations about how to obviously thrive under these styles of leadership and these toxic work environments. But for now, we're just going to end it here. I want to say thank you for taking the time and watching this video. And I hope you're doing well and God bless you. Take care. If you are interested in staying connected with us, please follow us on TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram, where we post other types of videos, shorter videos, and more engaging content. Thank you so much for your time. Bye.